Hey guys, this is Blog of the Hut. I wanted to do a quick reaction to what for me is the biggest announcement of E3 2018. It wasn't a major announcement, we didn't get a trailer or anything. In fact, it was a bit of an awkward conversation between an interviewer and a developer, but we have a confirmation of a new Star Wars game coming out next year, Jedi Fallen Order. And I wanted to talk quickly about it and why I think it could be a new Dark Forces style game. Now, just to be absolutely clear from the title, I am not expecting this to be a Dark Forces title. I'm not expecting Kyle Katarn to show up, and apologies if there was any confusion there, but I do think that we have the potential there to get that type of storytelling and that type of gameplay back from this game. I know KOTOR is probably the most popular in a lot of people, but for me, Jedi Knight series, particularly Jedi Outcast, is my favorite of all the Star Wars games. So we look at the read-through. We know that it's set about a Padawan who survives Order 66. It's set between episodes 3 and 4. They were quick to emphasize that the dark times are going to be very dark, and it's a single player campaign, which really excites me. It's from Respawn, who are the developers of the famous Titanfall series, and yeah, I'm really excited to see more about this game. So what do I think it'll be like Dark Forces? Well, again, it says you're a survivor of Order 66, so presumably you are going to be keeping your lightsaber skills hidden unless absolutely necessary. You're not going to be whipping it out every 5 minutes. So that to me means we're going to get a mix of gunplay, blaster usage, and maybe other special weapons, as well as lightsaber combat, which is very reminiscent of all the Dark Forces games. Also like the idea, again, this is all just ideas in my mind now. There isn't any basis for this. This is just what sparks in my mind, and I'm really excited whatever comes of this. But I get the idea that you're going to be doing more than just surviving. You know, there were some really great stories of people who just survived, particularly if you want to read Dark Times by Dark Horse Comics. That is a great Order 66 survivor story. But that's not going to work in a video game. You're going to need to do something to achieve some kind of victory. So maybe, again, that gives me the Dark Forces vibe that you could be taking down some kind of Imperial plots or project, similar to how Kyle Katarn took down the Dark Trooper project in Dark Forces 1. It also occurs to me that Fallen Order is the most likely explanation is the obvious one, that the Jedi Order has fallen, but also it could signify perhaps some kind of enemy sect, a sect of fallen Jedi that you fight. And again, that sort of thought reminds me of Jarek's Dark Jedi, or the Reborn Order come Disciples of Ragnos from the Jedi Knight 2 and Jedi Academy games. We know there's going to be some lightsaber versus lightsaber combat from the early sort of overall games trailer. We saw a bit of mocap action going on there. If there are going to be lightsabers versus lightsabers, it's very likely going to be the Inquisitors, though personally I would like to see them take that somewhere else. Although there is a possibility that the person fighting could be fighting someone using other types of weapons like the Praetorian Guards. Either way, I am really excited. For Star Wars gaming in general, it does look like things are going in a very positive direction, and we are going to get back to the sort of caliber of storytelling that we had in classic Star Wars games. The only slight concern I have is that we're overpopulating that number of Order 66 survivors. Obviously, we had Rebels, and they managed to get a satisfying reason why Ezra and Kanan weren't still around. But, you know, the more Jedi survivors there are, the less and less Luke's return to the Jedi is going to feel. So as long as there's a good reason why this particular Jedi doesn't show up on screen, I'll be very, very happy. And also, we have got Jon Favreau's series, which is pushing that between episodes 6 and 7 timeline. So we are getting a more diversified timeline. So that is all I know. That was pretty much 90% pure speculation on my part, but I am really excited for this game, and I hope we do get that kind of feel that we did get from the classic Dark Forces games. Guys, what do you think? If you want to debate with me, if you've got some other ideas, please do drop them down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys think. Okay, but for now, thank you very much for watching.